What is poppin', y'all? We are back with another episode of the Squid Game Aftermath podcast, season two, to where I, DeAndre from season one, talk with the players from season two to talk to them about what happened in the show, what they were up to, and what really went down. Today, I got a very special guest. She made it very far in the game undercover brother style. She was sifting through the seams, not wanting to be seen, and made herself, pretty far, I would say. Like I said before, not part of the Jackson 5, player 134, Miss Ajhia Jackson was popping.
Hey y'all.
What's
Jackson
popping? How you
is
doing today?
crazy. I am good. Definitely feeling real fat after Thanksgiving, but I'm doing good. How
Yeah,
are
no,
you?
I'm good. I was at the gym today, so I'm back on track. I feel like, Thanksgiving comes, it's the one day to kind of chow down, but I got to get back because I got to get right for New Year's. I got to usually start New Year's resolutions before New Year's, so it's not I'm gonna start today type thing. So,
Yeah, I feel that. I need to get back in the gym too.
man, well, we are gonna get back at it together. Now we got the same similar resolutions. Now we got to get it
Right.
together. Asia, well, I'm happy to have you. So I'm gonna start with your player profile real quick. You
Okay.
got the braids on in there. All right. So I guess this is a new question I'm asking people. So are you happy with your profile picture?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Because we took so many pictures in there. Like I was showing so much personality and they picked the craziest two pictures they could have came up with. Like that's crazy. We were like each photo shoot was probably like each person it probably took like 10 minutes and that's the best y'all can come up with.
What, they
Like
told you on
that's
a mean
crazy.
mug with one photo? They told you be serious, huh?
Yes. Like we took like some like lit pictures. I remember I was on the floor like doing like muscle mans, all types of stuff. Like where's all that? And then y'all come with these.
It's funny. They used these ones for you guys, but for ours they used our full body pictures. And everybody did the fun poses. They like said did a pose and mine was like this. Some other people had like the fun poses and they didn't use y'all's, which is kind of upsetting.
Exactly. They did us dirty.
Yeah, they did y'all crazy. Well, your picture is better than most, I will say. Some people they was yeah, we just gonna leave it at there. Um, but you are a flight attendant and personal trainer.
Yes, yes, yes.
How do you
I
manage
am.
both of those?
It wasn't easy at first. I've been flying for 4 years now, and I initially was not like a fitness person, but once I became very disciplined and like I knew what my goals were, I kind of just took advantage of that. When I'm not flying, I'm at the gym
Nice,
and vice
nice.
versa. Other than Thanksgiving, like I said, I got to get back to the gym, but you really have to just get that discipline and get it locked in because if you don't, you'll just keep making excuses for yourself. So I take online clients now. I don't do in person anymore, so that's another reason why I'm able to like move around better.
Okay. Well,
So
what's your philosophy on weight loss comparison to others?
I overcame a serious weight loss back in 2023, normal depression, anxiety, and I just realized like I wasn't happy with who I was, so I changed that around. It started with nutrition. I feel like nutrition is the number one. You can't outwork a bad diet. And once I got that and turned it into a lifestyle and not just a diet, it kind of just worked out for me. Weight loss is something that's not easy to achieve, and I feel like people are always looking for like quick fixes, but I wanted to show people that I can do it simply by nutrition and fitness. So once I did that and I lost over 50 pounds, fell in love with it, and I decided I wanted to help others do the same thing. So
Oh, that's awesome. That's all. Y'all need to get on the program. If they want to find the program, where can they? What was the website? Like, how do they go through if getting that
they
with you?
can find me on my Instagram. Like everything is in my bio. Like the personal training application, I have some programs already made. If you want to buy those, I have an ebook that I created that helps people navigate weight loss. Yep, all on IG.
Hey, she's an author too. Okay, well, that's what's up. Left that out the bio.
Yep.
Well, that's what's up, man, y'all. Weight loss is a very good thing, and with somebody who has experience, a lot of people who are trainers that have never had to lose weight, teach people how to lose weight. I'd rather try, if I'm trying to lose weight, get it from somebody who's done it themselves. That's just me per se. So y'all make sure y'all slide in the DMs and book them
Slide.
sessions. Book them sessions, y'all. So Asia, can you tell me why did you decide to apply to Squid Game the Challenge season 2?
Okay, if I'm being honest, I did it for shits and giggles at first. I didn't really think I had a chance. Honestly, like, who thinks they're gonna be, a part of a reality show? Honestly. I did it solely because my best friend, she was like, "Hey Asia, I applied for Squid Game." And I'm like, "Really? Let me do it too." I applied, and then as soon as I applied and started getting the process going, she's pregnant. So she had to drop out. So I was like, I'll just keep going. I'll do it myself, whatever. Like I said, fitness is like a huge thing for me. So once the process started going, like I really wanted the money because I want to open up my own fitness club, fitness center. So I'm like, well, this is a perfect opportunity. Might as well, actually take it serious now and try to get this money. Originally, I wasn't like too excited for it, but like as things started going, I'm like, okay, yeah,
So
let's
did
do
you
this.
watch the show before you kind of got involved with the casting process?
But yeah, the Korean version and everything, like the drama, Squid Game fan for sure. I seen season one before I even knew like applications were a thing. So
Okay, well, she knew what
the
time it
challenge.
was. Well, you get the application done and set up, and so congratulations, you make it in the game. And so the last night in Michigan before you head to London, tell me how you feeling.
Oh, I was stressed. Like I have really bad anxiety. My parents weren't helping. My mom's like, Asia, what if this is a scam? What if you go down there and you get sex trafficked? Like, what if this is all? I'm like, so now I'm in my head, like I'm looking it up, like Studio Lambert, what's this? Like, where is it? Like, I'm stressed out. Like I'm about to get my ass kidnapped. And then not to mention, like, I don't know if it was the same for you, but they had like the people come pick us up at our house and stuff. So I'm like, who is this sketchy car? Like it was just too much. But it was exciting. I was trying not to let the anxiety get the best of me. I tried to just live in the moment, experience it all, but I was like scared because my parents were scaring me a little bit, but
Hey, look now, you can't pull up to black folks' house with a black car and it like that and just tell us to get in. No, it's
my
you
point
know,
exactly.
and 3 in the morning, and
Exactly.
it was some crazy settings. I had to look up Studio Lambert too. Now that I remember it, I was like, who, I ain't never heard of y'all. Who the hell? I
Never.
I literally thought it was just some like I didn't think it was like the real thing. I thought it was just I don't even know. I'm like, there's no way because I would have heard of this studio before.
Exactly. It
It's
was the whole thing was sketchy and like the people that we were in contact with, like the producers that were, reaching out to us via text and stuff like that. I'm like, they got like regular phone numbers and stuff. Like, who are these random people calling me? These could be like some randos trying to play with me, play in my face.
facts. Well, you said whatever, and you said I'm gonna go with it and see what happens. Y'all got my location. If something happens, come through. But luckily, that wasn't the case. You fly over to London and you land in the hotel and everything's going according to what they said. And so it's your last night in the hotel before you go to the dorms. Tell me how you feeling now.
This might be a little TMI, but I didn't realize how bad like your nerves can take over. Um, it had gotten to me to the point where I thought I had a UTI. Like I didn't realize it wasn't that until I was already in the game. But the night prior, like, I don't know if you know this, but me, Faith, Deja, a few other people, like we were on the same floor. Like me and Deja's room is right across the hall. Faith is right next door. Our other friend Shamir's right next door. Danny's at the bottom, so I didn't know him at the time, but I'm like asking like all of them because Faith is a nurse. I'm like, yo, Faith, like I can't stop like going to the bathroom and I keep trying to pee and nothing's coming out. Like I'm stressed. I'm not gonna be able to do red light, green light. I'm gonna be peeing myself. Like I'm gonna have to eliminate myself. She's like, well, what are your symptoms? I'm like, I just gotta keep like I keep having the sensation to pee. She's like, I don't know, man, that's tough. She's like, go to like medical. So I go talk to them. They're like, well, the best we could do is, I don't even know what they said. They didn't do anything. They're like, the best we can do is just tell you to keep drinking water and try to like flush it out of your system. Fast forward, I didn't have a UTI Come to find out, my nerves were affecting me that bad.
What do you
So
think
I
was
didn't get
making
any
you so
sleep.
nervous and anxious?
Yeah, I didn't get any sleep the night before at all.
On, y'all need to just tell me what's going on because they are keeping secrets from you and whatnot and not telling you everything, so that can also cause a little anxiety.
Exactly. We don't, it was a mess. You just never, you didn't know what to expect. And I knew we were playing red light, green light. And I'm like, I'm going to get eliminated because I'm going to have to use the bathroom. That's all I kept thinking about. I'm just going to piss my pants at this point. It's too much money on the line.
Ugh. She's like, look, give me a diaper, coach, something. I need it. Well, fortunately, that wasn't the case, and you do get over the nerves with little to no sleep, and you get on the bus and head to the dorms. And so when you initially walk in the dorms, not red light, green light, tell me what you're thinking.
I was the first group. It was
Wow.
lit. I just remember them like hyping us up, like, y'all, you're about to see something. Just go in there and show us how you feel. I walked in, I was like, oh my God, like I'm actually on the set. Like this is crazy. I can't even really explain the feeling. Um, it was kind of like unbelievable. I felt like I was in a dream, like I couldn't fathom what I was about to do. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
No, it's a different feeling, y'all. It's a different
Yeah,
feeling. Seeing the stuff on TV and being able to touch it and feel it. It's like walking into the upside down and Stranger Things, you know? I'd be like,
it was
oh
crazy.
snap, it's on and popping. So you get in there, and soon the guards come out and they announce your first test is to pick an X or an O. Tell me what you pick and why.
A lot of people don't realize this, but I was originally on O. I was on O. That little 13 minutes they showed y'all of the count did not do it justice. There were so many people that were originally on the other side and switched last minute. Me, Shamir, and Deja, and Shamir's brother DJ were all on O. And we were having like second guesses. Like, we're like, are you sure we want to be on this side? And like, at the time, my boyfriend at the time, his favorite color was red. So I'm like, maybe I should go to X. Like, and then Deja said she got that feeling to go to X. So Shamir just grabbed us all and we went over to X. And hey, we was locked in. Like, that's it. I went over, I found August. We sat with August and we prayed and we're like, this is gonna be the winning side. Amen. And
Hey,
that's how it happened.
that's how it happened. It went
Yeah.
down in the town. And so y'all go to X, originally on O, and you leave the room, and the O stay in there, and they announce that the game is counting. The team that counts to 456 and hits the button closest to it wins. The team furthest away loses. So when you heard these rules, tell me what you're thinking.
They really didn't show too much on how X went, but it was chaos at first. People was telling people to shut the fuck up. Like it was crazy chaotic. Everybody was trying to chase the screen time. So everybody was just in there yelling, rah, 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 just a bunch of shit. Me and Dave just sitting next to each other. We just looking around like we're fucked. We have to count. We about to lose. Like this is out of our hands. Like why would they pick this game? Like it was just the crazy thoughts. Um, but honestly, I don't know what happened when those producers stepped up and were like, "We know this song." Like Isaiah stepped up, and somebody else we had counting. I was like, "I think we can do this, y'all." Like everybody started to calm down a little bit and like just listen to one another because that was not happening at the beginning. Everybody was yelling over everyone.
Yeah,
I really
no.
didn't say too much because it's kind of like, what am I supposed to say? Add to the chaos? We're never gonna win at that point.
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah,
just
you
shut
got
up.
Yeah, it's not the time to shine when others are going crazy and losing their minds. No rhyme
Exactly.
intended. And so, the game soon gets started and whatnot. Are you counting during this game? What are you doing?
They showed it. DeAndre, it was so nice. It was so peaceful. Like X, they're counting, they clapping their hands. Oh, my little nubs. I'm trying to get my Squid Game nails off.
Okay,
Don't mind
okay.
me. These are the last two hanging. But we're just like bobbing our heads to the count. It's so peaceful. Like we're all just trusting that they're counting on time. Of course, people was like saying their little 2 cents, but for the most part, you can hear a pin drop in there. I was good. I was happy with how it played out, honestly.
It went easy peasy lemon squeezy, and y'all win the game easily. And so, congratulations. You make it past that game. And you soon get back to the dorms. But when you get back, you see 431 come back as well. What do you think about that?
Ain't this some bullshit? This is some bullshit. We thought so we're thinking um that both twins were in on it. I'm not sure if that's the case or if that's how they edit it, but they show on the TV that our twin had no idea that he had to eliminate somebody. But we thought that in order to bring his brother back, he had to eliminate 3 players. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we were pissed, actually, especially when Blake and Bryce and that other girl get eliminated. You can't see it, but we were right next to Blake and Bryce when they got eliminated. We thought like somebody threw up. We didn't know somebody got squid. We looked like, what the hell is happening? And we just see it's like all over his shirt. I'm like, they're eliminating people? We thought we were done for the day.
Oh, you didn't even
The
know.
fuck?
You had no idea.
No.
Oh, wow. So they never came up to you and asked you what you would do with the money?
Nope. I was steering clear of them twins.
Dang, they didn't ask none of y'all. Wow, that's wild. Well,
Ain't that
yeah, I
crazy?
mean that is wild. And so yeah, they do go in there and they as a team eliminate 285, 286, and 107, just like that. And that's when the game is on and popping. You're like, okay, we
Mhm.
back, we really in here. And so soon that goes down and whatnot, and you guys have to enter the next game, and you enter the white room, and you have to get in groups of 10. Tell me how you figure and formulate your group of 10.
It only made sense that we get in with the people that was originally in our cohort, right? That we've been locked in with since the beginning. Me, Deja, Shamir, Megan, she's player 324. We had Karim. I can't think of Karim's number. We had the 2 Vegas twins and Bella, Webster, and I can't think of his name. He's gonna be so upset if he looks at this. You know who I'm talking about. I can't think of your name. I'm so sorry. But we were all we were all on the same floor and we were like, we're gonna be a solid ass team. Like we all in shape, we all be lifting, we be working out, like we all fit. Like we got this. Not fucking thinking it's the pentathlon. Like,
Hey, y'all wasn't thinking, I mean, who would? Because I mean, in season one, and you split in groups of 10, it's Battleship, and they're all on a team. So, I mean, not many full teams make it through, but still, like you're on a team together at the end of the
right.
day. And so you pick your group of 10, you walk in, you do see it's pentathlon, and then they split y'all down the middle. What's kind of going through your head once they do that?
Instantly. So you can tell me if this is how this went for you guys, but like they show you the game and then like they kind of take you back, right? So I'm Pearlie looked like a crybaby, but if I was showing more, baby, I was crying left and right. I'm crushed now because these are the people I've been kicking it with since the beginning. Like I have to go against them now. So I'm like super upset. And I just remember like when they brought us to actually play the game, Bella goes, "It's okay, guys, it's okay. We both just have to beat the clock." As soon as we say that, the lady goes, "The first player who makes it to the exit or makes it to the finish line wins." So now we know like we have to take them out. It was such a tough situation, but I'm just honored and happy that we made it. We made it out.
Yeah, no, that's tough to go against your homies from day one. And
Yeah.
so, when you guys are figuring out, when you figure the rules and whatnot, how do you figure out and decide who's going to do which game?
So I'm not gonna lie, Deja kind of took like the lead of this because she felt comfortable playing all 5 games minus House of Cards, which is what I did. She did the throwing. She was like, I feel comfortable doing that. Shamir said she felt comfortable doing the ball and cup. Megan ate when it came to Gangi. I wish they would have showed ours. She killed that. And then Karim, he did a pretty good job. Honestly, we almost didn't make it because of me. I took so long with the House of Cards and I almost started crying. And Deja was like, no crying, no tears. You got this. You got this. The House of Cards, in my opinion, was the hardest mini game. Everyone says it's gongi, but you're shaking so bad you can't even like make the card stand up.
So, what was your strategy on how to do the cards for the
Um,
people back at
I
home?
I build cards all the time, and that's why I'm like I feel comfortable doing this. I can do this. So I bend the cards. You bend them
I
a
thought
little
you,
bit. What'd you say?
I thought you weren't supposed to bend the cards.
You can bend them.
Oh, okay.
However you need to do it, you can do it. They didn't say I couldn't bend the cards. They didn't stop me or anything. People were licking the cards. I
Yeah.
found out licking was the better way, but I was bending them and I finally got it to stay.
So you just bend the bottom of the card to make it like a flat surface, and then you lean them against each other like that.
Do I have a card? Um, really quick. So think of this like a card. I just bend it like this, like that,
Oh, like
and then
that.
stand up the other card on the other side.
Got you. I
You
was
know?
thinking like you bend the bottom part and then make that part go straight. I'm like,
No, not like girl that was chewing the cards. No,
yes, that's what she did. I was like, ooh, I don't know about that technique, but
no.
okay, bending the cards, y'all, for at home. Practice bending the
A slight
cards.
bend, nothing too crazy.
Nothing crazy, but you guys did that. You came through and you made it through in one piece and took the game. So congratulations, you made it past that game and whatnot. So when you get done, are you guys an earlier group or a later group?
We went, so they split that up in 2 days. So we went the first day. So the next day we were just hanging out in the white room the entire day.
So do you
Or
guys watch the Zoe's team do their cards? How
we
was
were
that like
actually,
seeing them up there and watching that?
honestly, we were cheering for the other other group. We weren't cheering for Zoe and Kurt. I love Zoe and Kurt, but Colleen, she was in the yellow cord. So we were cheering to see Colleen come back, you know?
Hmm. So did they only show their game on the screen or did they show other teams' games as well?
This their game, only theirs.
So did you question why they only showed one team's game?
I think we all questioned why they only show.
Okay.
They did us dirty, man. They focused in on those families. This was literally a family show, and we were all just dangling. We were all just random players. We were
Yeah,
their,
they were
what
the
is it?
NPCs,
Backup.
background characters.
Yeah, we
Hmm.
were their background characters. This is all about families this season, which was so annoying. I should have brought my brother on the show. We would have ate it up.
Yeah, no,
Had I known
that
that.
was an interesting take. I think I guess my like thoughts on that is, for season one, they focused heavily on Trey and Leanne. They became pretty popular from the show.
Mm-hmm.
And they also like Steven and Rick kind of had like a father-son dynamic. They weren't related, but that's kind of how they were acting.
Mm-hmm.
And they were really popular. They none of them won the show, but they got a lot of clout from the show and they're like, people liked that. They garnered to that, so let's push that even more.
Right.
And then you get, all these brother, sister, twins, father, daughter, even times triple. And so, you know, the family dynamic, yeah, it's an interesting topic to have them in the game as well. But I think if you focus too much on that, it dilutes it too much to the point of just a novelty at this point. It's not something pretty like interesting or unique. That's just my
Not
take on
Squid
it.
Game anymore. We're looking at just a regular competition show with
Yeah, this Family
families.
Feud, where's Steve Harvey?
Right. Yes, exactly. And I felt like they failed us when it came to character development. Because yes, they're showing the same characters, but we don't know anything about those characters. Yeah, we know the father and daughter. Cool. She's a cheerleader. I don't even know what Kurt does. Like, I don't,
Facts.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it's I think they did a disservice to a lot because there's a lot of interesting people from your guys' show. A ton of very interesting people who have very unique stories. And in season one they did focus on a lot of them, but they did give a lot of people some shine in regards to just giving them some kind of light. Like even the girl that got
Exactly.
eliminated, the very first girl that got eliminated, red light, green light, they gave her a miv and aired it, you know?
Right.
And
And y'all have us doing all these mivs. Like, I can't even tell you how many mivs I did in interviews, and none of them they got show. What's the point?
exactly.
It's
So
stupid.
I don't know where they went left on that, but look, the family thing is cool, y'all, but it's okay. Like we can do without all the Brady Bunch settings and continue to move on to regular Squid Game. Because in regular Squid Game, there was only one family dynamic going on, and that was the mother and the son. I don't even think in
Exactly.
season one they had any family members. I don't even think in season one they had any in the scripted series. I don't think they did. So people like it, y'all. But look, let's just get it together, Studio
Mhm.
Lambert.
Don't do it again, y'all. Learn from your mistakes, for real.
And so, well, you guys get back in on the low, and you soon find out that there is this boiler room, and 272 Ryan comes out and tells everyone about these cookies. Do you get a cookie?
Absolutely not. No. Because based off of the season you were on, all that weird shit is like a setup. So we're thinking like, okay, somebody eat a cookie, they get eliminated. That's what I'm thinking. So let me just stay back. And that was my plan the entire season, like you said, when you introduced me. Lay low and try to make it as far as you can. I'll shine when I'm top 5 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to be, I don't know. My goal wasn't to be like a clout chaser, you know? I want
Yeah,
the
no, I
money.
mean, yeah, no, I mean, there's definitely people going in there with other thoughts and whatnot about, if they want camera time, this, that, and the third, but you either go in there camera time or you want to win the money. Like, it's one of the two, and it's obvious to see which one. And it's fine if you want the camera time. There's no problem with that whatsoever.
Yeah. I mean, we all want to see ourselves at the end of the day on TV, but I'm not
Exactly.
fiending for it and like being out of my like not myself to get
You
the
want it to
camera.
come natural. You want it to come natural.
Exactly.
And so soon that comes and nothing really happens of it. But then the guards and the voice above announces the five slowest players from each group on the pentathlon must come forward, and it is 180, 89, 43, 44, and 289. And you all must vote to either keep them or eliminate them. Tell me what you think about that.
So me and my like alliance, which at the time is still in the game, we have Carol 95, which she didn't get shown much, which is so frustrating, but she was like the mom of the show. Carol, me, Deja, Shamir. Faith was kind of doing her own thing. Like she was our friend that kind of we would see her at during like nighttime for bed, but like she was out, mingling. But we had talked about like the route we wanted to go. And I remember Lizzie, I don't know if you've talked to Lizzie yet, but she had talked to a big group of us and was like, yo, they're going to eliminate 5 people tonight regardless. So if we keep them in, potentially the next slowest time or the next fastest time or whatever they want to do is going to go home. When she said that, I was like, oh yeah, I'm voting X. Because yes, this is like you want to be faithful to your people. But honestly, like, I knew I took so long with House of Cards. I thought maybe I would be next. Had it would have been my OGs up there, I would have definitely voted O because those are like the only people I felt like I was loyal to. But honestly, like, no. I would be up there next. It's either me or them. That's how I felt. And that's why I voted the way I did. And I'm not sure if you see in the camera, like, I like hit X and I do like something like this because I was telling them like, I'm sorry, I appreciate you getting us through the count, but at the end of the day, this is a game, and yeah,
You had to do what you had to do. It's a fair reason too. Fair
yeah,
reason. And so they ultimately get eliminated. But how do you feel about the people who were skipping up there, dancing, dug in front of the people who got eliminated?
or hitting shit with their forehead and stuff.
That too.
I just feel like again they want that camera time. It's gonna be shown. Let me do something crazy for some QT, but I don't know. I'm not gonna do all of that because I did feel like a little sadness because he did get us by. And that's what I was telling them. That's why I felt I had to vocalize my reasoning and not just hit X and just be like, peace. Because some people were being like wild. I'm not gonna
It
do
was
that.
crazy. It was
Karma's
crazy.
exactly like, come on, you're doing too much now.
Yeah, no, it turns the point to a funny to like kind of low key disrespectful, and
Yeah,
especially to the guy that got you guys through.
exactly. Like that's sad. I didn't
So I,
want them to be up there, but I mean,
yeah. So I haven't asked anyone else this yet, but did any of the five, have any words on their way out?
not on their way out, but they were like saying stuff up there, like while they were up there. Yeah. Like, really, you're gonna get me eliminated? Like, you're gonna eliminate me? I know, they did show the lady saying, like, shit or something.
Hmm.
I forgot, but, they were pretty silent, but you do see them, like, talking amongst themselves. I remember our guy, I think he did say something like, I helped you guys or some shit. I could be wrong. I'm sorry. I could just be delusional, but I think I did hear him say that.
He did say that. He did say that.
Yeah, I'm like,
I would have been up there hollering at people. I would have been up there hollering.
saying what? I saved you, bitches.
Yeah, I'm like, y'all don't
Keep
do
me in
this.
here.
I'm like,
I
I'm
don't know.
like, y'all.
Maybe if they would have like stepped up and like was vocal more, they would have. I don't
I
know.
think I think you can convince people with some words. I think something that I would say is if I was up there, think of a strategy and say if you guys are worried about another five count up here, we'll all just keep voting circle and we'll let everyone through. What are they gonna do then? And
Just start
so
eliminating people.
yeah, I mean I don't know how that would have came across, but I would have had to pull on some heartstrings and be like, to pull the Eric and start making up I got kids on the way and stuff like that. So,
Well, like kind of like what you're saying, in the moment, you're not thinking about that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like you can
mhm.
think about all this stuff after the fact, but like in the moment, you're just thinking about killed or be killed, honestly, you know?
No, facts, facts. So, well, they get voted out and they are on their way back home. And soon the guards bring out lunch and they also bring out some scratchers. Do you get a scratcher?
Absolutely not. I told you, I'm low key, baby. I'm not taking no risks. Before I entered the game, my grandma said, "You better not answer no phones or none of that." Like first season. Yeah, I'm gonna be low key. I'm not gonna volunteer myself to be eliminated or potentially
She
be
said, "I ain't touching
disadvantaged.
it. I ain't touching it." Well,
Yeah,
smart,
no.
smart. They some people get some disadvantages and some food and whatnot, and you get your regular degular meal. And so
That meal was
soon,
fire that night too.
look, wasn't even that bad. Wasn't even that bad. What prize? And so soon you guys enter the white room for the next game, and you walk in the room, and there's four different colored rectangles: yellow, purple, blue, and pink. Tell me what you pick and why.
So my group, the same people I keep saying, we're all like, okay. I think I took the lead on this because my favorite color is pink. I was like, y'all, let's go to pink. Let's go to pink. Me and Deja make it to pink. Everybody else is in fucking yellow. So we're praying that it's not like we have to compete with each other because again, we're going to have to take out our dogs, our people. But I just remember August. I'm like, August, cuz I got close to August too. And I'm like, August, you can get a square like come over here, come to pink. But August kind of just wanted to take his faith in his own hands.
Yeah, he said,
I was like,
I can
okay,
do it. Yeah, he said, I can do it. I'm gonna do it myself. Miles Morales settings, and he's gonna do it his own way.
yeah.
And so you guys, and then he stays in the middle essentially. And so you guys go in the room. You see
Hmm.
this, basketball court looking thing with some dots, and they announce the game is catch. The catcher, the middle person in the middle must throw it to the catcher. If he catches it, they're safe. If he loses it or drops it, they're both out. So when you heard these rules, tell me what you thinking.
I was confused. When I first walked
Confused.
into the game, I thought we was about to play basketball, yo. I'm like, I'm done. I'm cooked. I don't play basketball. I'm about to be out. Like I thought that was the day I was going home. When they explained the rules, I'm like, okay, I can catch a little bit. I'm fine, but I don't want to be in the back. I don't have to be in the very front, but I don't want to be too far. So we all had to agree on that dot, like our specific dot though. So that was the issue. I think our strategy on my side was put our shit throwers and catchers in the back. Um we had our athletes like somewhere like middle back. Um some people who were okay. See, that's where it gets kind of funky cuz like she's an athlete and she could catch, but I think she was afraid like the first ball was going to be like a marble or something. And that's what we thought. We thought the further the line was, or whenever you drop the ball would get larger. So we're like, okay, they'll be throwing footballs in the back. Maybe you guys can catch it easier. It's a goddamn tennis ball.
Hey, surprise, surprise. So but before you find out it is a tennis ball, tell me which dot you were able to get on and how you're able to get there.
I was on maybe I think dot 5 or 6.
Okay, it's
I
pretty
wanted to be
close.
right behind Deja, but Julia got in front of me. And I didn't want to argue, create any issues. So I was like, whatever, it's fine. It's only one dot further back. I should be able to catch it regardless.
You think, it's whatever. She did some slick stuff, but it's whatever.
She was
Okay.
cool about it. I don't even really remember how that happened or how it played out. I just remember I wanted to be behind Asia, but that didn't happen. So I
Interesting,
just
interesting. The
got,
plot thickens.
yes, I just got behind as close as I could.
Okay, well, not too bad of a spot, and so soon the game gets started and whatnot. Now, eventually everyone's catching and whatnot. They're rushing through. So tell me about your throw and catch experience.
Do you remember seeing my throw and catch?
I do remember seeing it, but yours was part of like the montage, like when they were doing that.
They slowed down on mine because I fucking almost dropped the ball.
But that was right. That's right. I remember this
Um,
now.
My dad, I just remember if I don't catch this ball, I'm gonna get ate the hell up when I get home. My dad is like a huge athlete, like a huge football advocate, basketball advocate, any sport, honestly. So if I drop this ball on TV, I'm never gonna hear the end of it when I get home. So that's all I'm thinking in my head. Like, I have to pass this. If I don't pass anything else, this has to be the one that I pass. And I think I was putting so much pressure on myself. Julia threw a beautiful throw. I don't know what happened. Like, it went over here, I almost dropped it. I don't know how I like caught it after that. But everybody was like, "Oh my God, you almost gave us a heart attack." And I almost gave myself a heart attack. I thought I was done. I
Yeah,
don't
it
know
was almost.
how I recovered, but I did. And I was just so happy because once you get on those bleachers, you feel like a weight has been lifted off of your shoulders. Like, you're good. And that game took like, what, 7 to 10 hours to film. So I was kind of early, one of the earlier people out. So I was just chilling.
Yeah, you had a
Stress
traumatizing
free.
experience with the catching. I know you've been practicing since, but tell me about your throwing.
I threw an eight. I threw it to Perla. She was in the first. She was the first one in line. I
Ah,
told them, I was like, when I caught it, I was like, "Yo, this is a game, and we're all competing for ourselves. So I'm gonna do what I feel is right." Like, I give people a what is the word I'm looking for? Can you help
a
me
heads
out? Like,
up.
yes, that works. I give people a heads up before I do things that I feel like people will get annoyed about because we really didn't say we were gonna do what the blue line did and went down our entire line. When I looked at pink, Kevin and Steven, bald head, they were like, "Don't throw it to our line, don't throw it to our line." But the people in front of them wanted me to throw it. So I had an alliance with Steven and Kevin too. Like, we had an alliance with them at the time. So I'm listening to them. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna throw it. But then I'm like, also, I'm still doing this for me. So fuck what they say anyway. I'm gonna do what I wanna do. Perla was the first one in line. She was like, "I play softball. I got this. Like, I can catch it." Perla. It just made the more sense. Like, why would I throw it further when there's somebody right in front? Like, that makes no sense to me.
Yeah, no, it wasn't much of a question in your mind after the catching experience. So like, look, I'm not about to put no much more pressure on myself. Let me just take
Yes.
care of this and sit down. And pretty simple. You just lofted it up and right there,
Hmm.
no stress, and
No
you make it
stress.
through.
They
And
edited
so,
it so crazy because after I threw it, Pearl is doing a Millie Rock. You know?
mhm. Hey, look now. I mean, look, she would have been fine regardless, but you made it even that simpler and smoother. So,
Yeah.
you did what needed to be done, as I like to say.
Exactly.
So, congratulations. You make it through that game. Watch everyone else have their, traumatizing experiences. And soon you get back in the dorm and there are 74 people left. Are you smelling the money?
I'm feeling it. I think at this point, this is the moment where I was like, I can actually probably win this. Like, I'm that much closer to the money, you know? Before that, I really just, like, I was there for the experience. Everybody wants to win the money, right? But you think it's not possible because of all the players. But at that moment, getting back to the dorms, I'm like, I can do this. Like, I can make it pretty far. So let me just keep doing the same things that I'm doing, stay low key, but still friendly because I don't want people to think I'm a mean person. Um, and just keep my tunnel vision. And
You
that's
had the
what I
vision with
did.
the plan. That's right. That's right.
Hmm.
And so soon you guys go to bed and you wake up the next day and see this doll in the middle of the dorms. Are you thinking about getting this doll?
You know what? I did think about getting it. The moment I thought about getting it, though, is when Shelly got it, not early on. Initially seeing it, I was like, here we go. Some more
So you were one it,
BS.
yeah, you were one it later on then.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Well, this doll was before we get there though. The doll's getting passed around this, that, and the third, and it lands in the hands of player 75, Natalie, and she has to go in the back and make a decision. And soon it is announced that there is an elimination. And so, did you think this could have been you?
You know what? I didn't really care for Natalie too much. I really hadn't spoken to her that much. Only reason I kind of tolerated her. And Natalie, if you see this, we're friends now. But Faith was close with Natalie. We really didn't have an alliance with Faith or Natalie, but I didn't know what to expect with the elimination. Maybe she wanted to eliminate another black girl. I don't know.
That would have been crazy. That'd have been some crazy
But
work.
Yeah, and Faith went in there with her for eliminations. Faith came back out and she lied to us about it at first.
What did she say?
Um, she wasn't being truthful what they were doing in there. And me and Deja were like, come on, Faith, you don't have to lie to us. Just be honest. And she told us right away. And we've talked to Faith about this. Like, it's all been squashed to handle. Like, the game makes you crazy. The game makes you crazy. And I know why she did it in the moment. But I was like, we're your like number one alliance in here. You don't have to lie to us, baby. We got you. So when she finally told us what was going on, she went in there to kind of help her not lean towards eliminating one of us. You know what I mean? So we appreciated her for that. And then when she got back after the elimination, I know like they showed me talking to Natalie a bit when she was in her bed. We were just trying to see if she was okay because people were like cutthroat, you know. And I was trying to be nosy. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, "Why you eliminate girl? What's going on with that? What's tea? What's tea?"
Oh, man, she's like, look, I need the script.
Yeah,
What's
I
really
need to
going
know what's
down?
going on.
I don't blame you. I would have been peeking underneath the bunk below and been like listening, ear pressed, and seeing what's going on. 'Cause you got to know what's going on in these games now. You
Yeah,
got to know what's
yeah,
going on.
exactly. And
Well,
shit.
yeah. Okay. Well, soon you get the scoop, and you thinking it might be time to get this doll because I need the one to hold the teacup. But you don't get that chance. And soon Matthew 98 gets the doll, and he has the ultimate decision of having to pick himself to be up for elimination versus someone else. So when he goes in the bowling room and comes out, he gives this big speech, you know, this big speech about why he should, what he's doing, why he's there and what he's doing. How do you feel about his speech?
At the time, I thought it was BS. I'm like, he trying to cry because he's up for elimination. Like, you could save the tears.
Hey,
You was doing too much.
she said crocodile tears, coach. What's
Yeah,
really going
like
on?
I don't know, and like I just felt like whoever he would have like picked to go up against, they had to be 10 times worse than him. Honestly, we all knew if he doesn't pick the twin, he's out because we wanted the twin out.
Why'd you want the twin out so bad?
I feel like he was just saved too much. And like they don't really show it as much, but those twins was walking around like they was untouchable. No.
Interesting.
Like no.
They thought they had plot armor.
Yeah. Like I don't know, they thought that we and like even the comment like they made during catch, like we're the reason why you guys made it or some shit. Like my brother's the reason why you guys no, your brother pushed the damn button. He didn't count. So he's not the reason, if we're being 100% honest. I don't know. I feel like they had an advantage already. It's two of them. And you just got saved. Like, no.
Yeah. Well, they had a lot of things going their way. They got saves. Everyone knows they're getting a lot of mivs and screen time, production pulling them back every 2 seconds. And there's two of y'all. So this ain't flying. And the way that y'all moving ain't real humble like. So
Exactly.
something got to go down and shake. And y'all eliminated 3 black people too. So all
Right.
these things combined, y'all
That's
got to go.
crazy. I didn't even think about that, but they were three black people.
That was the first thing I thought.
I just looked at it at the perspective of they eliminated two twins or like a
I
pair.
saw that, but I saw some other things as well.
Maybe because Blake and Bryce were very light, so I didn't like tap into that right away.
Yeah. I mean, look, if you've seen the movie Life, you know that the baby is a black baby, and then the girl is upset at what's like, well, this ain't my baby. Well, if y'all ain't seen the movie, watch the movie Life. You know what I'm talking about. It don't matter what complexion, you ain't got the protection. And that's what happened with Bryce and Blake, and they were out of here. Not saying that that was their intention. I'm not going to put that on them, but I just noticed these type of things,
No, for real.
per se.
Yeah.
So they got to go. But anyways, y'all did a good job. You was like, all right, you picked the right one, and you vote him out. He has gone back up the street to his house. And now it is time for lunch or dinner time, and you guys get food. But Marcus, player 21, finds a note in his food. It says what the game is and the number. Do you ever find out about this?
Yeah, so they didn't, that's what I'm saying. Like, they did not show any dorms, like, they didn't show us in the dorms conversing at all. Actually, I can't remember when it was. I think it was after Catch. Yep, after Catch, because Carol and Shamir got eliminated. No, it was before Catch. I think it was after the pentathlon. Marcus actually comes over and he's our bunk buddy. So we're like learning about Marcus and we found out that he's mixed and like all these things and he has a baby on the way. Like we learning about Marcus. So we actually are cool with Marcus. And during that, I just remember Marcus telling me also, hey, the game we're playing is Mingle. Make sure you get the first group is 6. And I think that's all he said. I'm not sure if maybe Steven came up with the whole let's get a solid group of 12 and then we can break, just keep breaking off from that. But I do remember Marcus giving me a little insight, but everybody already knew anyway, so it really didn't matter. But yeah, I knew about it. I was thankful that he did communicate that to me. I'm glad he didn't just keep it a secret.
That's love right there. Shout out Marcus, man. I didn't know he was mixed either till I saw his waves. I was like, all
That's we
right,
were like, he was like, you definitely got some black people hair, yo. For
yeah.
real.
Exactly. I don't. You can turn black curly hair like straight, but you can't do the other way around, coach. That's just not possible. I've seen it tried, but it hasn't been successful unless there's some new hair stuff that you can put in your hair. But I don't know any dudes that's doing that. So
And he sounds black though. Like he
exactly,
has the yeah. I love
exactly.
Marcus.
And so soon you guys know what the game is. You walk in and obvious course is mingle. And so when you get in there, do you have a strategy going in there, or are you kind of just going? We just gonna do this.
So at this point, Mark or not Marcus, Kevin and Steven kind of like take over. Which we like I think Deja vocalizes too. Like we were allianced with them. Is that even a word? Allianced with them? I don't know. But we had an alliance with them. So we kind of just let them take the, lead for that. And then August was a part of our alliance in that game for sure. He was the number man. So he knew like the next number, the next room that was being called. So we kind of like had a plan already and like I said out of that 12 we were breaking us and splitting us up into groups based off of that 12 until they hit us with an odd. That's when shit went left.
So how'd you handle the odd numbers?
Crashed and burned.
Oh no.
I was so emotional. I'm a very emotional person. I'm a Pisces and that game got the best of me. Like it broke me. I feel like I at a point I feel like I didn't even want to continue the entire show. I was ready to go home. I
So what
was
was it
just
about the game that kind of broke you? Like what specifically was it?
because it's already in a high intense situation. I mean, we're competing for that large amount of money, and I feel like the lady that introduced the rules made it very clear that this was not a physical game, but the fact that they allowed us to be physical and didn't stop the game. I remember getting slapped in the face. People were getting dragged. People were getting punched, kicked, and they just let it go. That was the issue that we were all having. That's why we rioted and wanted the game to end. This is not a
Wow.
physical game, but you guys are just letting it happen.
Yeah. They're not intervening
You're not
saying,
stopping it.
yeah.
They're
In
probably
the guard.
laughing with their popcorn.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, this is good TV. Keep it going.
Yeah,
Keep it going."
exactly.
And that's not, I'm sure, before the game they don't show this, but they ask everybody, is there any questions? And you guys are allowed to ask. And I'm sure somebody asked, are we allowed to get physical? I'm sure somebody asked that.
No, you weren't. Yeah, they didn't even ask. That was like a rule that they told us.
Oh, okay.
And
Damn.
um, just be like it. Just I don't know. I don't know what they thought was gonna happen. She also said too, like this isn't like the mingle from the show. They wanted us to form the groups on the platform and then run to your room. But y'all gotta remember y'all know that this is not gonna go like that. Y'all gonna say a number and people are just gonna run to a room and try to make that number. Like it's not. I don't
Yeah.
think Mingle is gonna be on next. It can't be on the next season. It no.
Yeah, no, I think kind of the same thing we said with red light, green light in season one, or it's like, the thing is, before these games happen, if people don't know, they have testers for all these games. They test every single game. But the only thing with the testers is that one, they don't have anything to lose. They're not winning $4.56 million. They're just testing the game. They're getting paid to test it. And so with that element in mind, you have to know if it's a game that could possibly get physical or could possibly make someone hyperventilate or any of these things, you have to put that into account. And so with Mingle testing that game, they're going to tell the testers, hey, don't get physical. Hey, don't do this. And if they get out, they get out, So just like if this was a game of musical chair, you guys played musical chairs and the testers did musical chairs, they're not going to fight over the chairs. They're not going to do those things. If you guys actually were playing that, it could get pretty physical with musical chairs. So I just think that they didn't do the due diligence. I mean, that game, red light, green light, there's plenty of things that you use testers on, but you really have to just honestly use like your sense and be like, okay, that test went this way, but is it really going to go out like this?
Right.
Probably not. So I just think the
And then they
diligence
want us
got
to take a
left.
break in between Mingle. I think we had done like maybe 5 rounds. Now we got to go take a dinner break. Really? Are you serious? When I tell you we did not eat, nobody ate. We were
Yeah.
literally yelling at production. Like, are you guys serious? Then she had the nerve to say, so when we go back, we're going to take another break before Mingle is done. We lost it. How many rounds are we playing of this shit? I really think they wanted to get down to like 30 people. We ended Mingle with 44. I think they wanted to get down to 30.
Yeah. No, definitely. I think, a similar thing happened in Real Light Green Light where people were passing out and whatnot. And I vividly remember this. People were calling for medic and medics were not coming. Like, people were yelling and people were on the ground and it took them time to come out. And I'm just like, is real life? Are we going to continue? Like, we have to go home? Like, I was definitely confused because you're thinking it's going to be like the show. You're just going to keep going. But yeah, like I said before, I don't think they're not going to plan for this, of course, but they don't want to interfere. They want to just keep it going. But at the end of the day, this isn't like a TV show. This is a TV show, but it ain't a scripted show. This is real life. And so you can't be
How
having
long
these
were you
things
guys
go down.
holding those poses? Sorry, I know
Like
that's
30 minutes, 35, 40 minutes. It was a long time. And it was cold. It was in a airport hangar. So it was very, very cold at that too. I mean, I was shaking like a salt shaker during
Did you
that, and
stand
everyone
up?
was.
Did you ever get on the
I was
ground?
on the ground. I was on the ground. I didn't trust my legs because I felt like if I was gonna flinch or something. So no, it was
That's smart.
crazy. I mean, it was crazy. And so same with that. Your Mingle is just you gotta protect the players. You gotta do the due diligence y'all did before the game and getting the physical, doing the internet checks, the background checks, all this stuff. You gotta take the same precaution. I think it's a lot of
Exactly.
people, but at the end of the day, like I
This
don't
is what you
know.
signed up for.
If somebody's gonna elbow somebody, eliminate them. Like just say pop them inside, and even if they have an amount of people, just
Yeah.
keep everyone else safe, and that'll be an example. All you need is one example. The first person who
No,
does it,
seriously.
boom, and they'll question. The thing is, the person is gonna question. Well, what happened? What happened? That's happened. Red light, green light. A lot of people are like, I didn't move, but you moved. And so, if the person who did elbow or slap somebody or kick somebody, they know what they did, and that'll be an example for everyone else. And then everyone come out. They'll have it over the intercom. Repeat, do not get physical. And then everyone will know to keep their hands to themselves. And that problem is done just
Exactly.
like that. It's a very simple solution. Very simple.
Yeah.
Because y'all
They were
trying to get
happy
rid
to
of
see
people
it.
anyways.
I don't
So,
know why they kept it going. I don't know if they were like, this is crazy. Like, they were allowing people to get dragged. At one point, I'm looking out the little cracks. I see somebody pulling somebody out the room, like physically trying to snatch their ass out of the room. I'm like, at one point, I'm in a corner like this, sitting down on the ground with my head like into my knees because I'm like, what did I sign myself up for?
yeah, because that could be
What
you.
is this?
And then it stop getting fun. It starts getting real. And
Exactly.
yeah,
Worst game.
yeah, that's, and with the thing is they don't show none of that on TV. So, and a viewer's perspective, it's like, why are they getting crying? Why are they upset? And it's, there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that is just not cool and not okay, And
Exactly.
so I think, Mingle can be played, but you have to follow through with the punishments that you said you were going to do. Point
Exactly.
blank, period. And maybe one or two things happened where maybe somebody who was dragging somebody was somebody they had invested in and they didn't want to get eliminated. Or maybe somebody who was dragging somebody was, just maybe the reason I just said, like there's many reasons. Or maybe they just thought it would be good TV and it wasn't that bad. But you can't, you got it, but you also got to care for the players. The players are the most important, or else there's no show. So, but anywho, Mingle was crazy, and as you stated, you went through the Hunger Games essentially, and you guys decide to protest the game. Were you down for this protest?
Yeah, but I still wanted to win the money. I was down because I was just fed up with playing. Like, we weren't protesting to stop playing the entire game. It was just like we done with Mingle. Like, this is it. Y'all got all these people eliminated. Y'all better make the next game work with this amount of people. That's the like vibe we were going with. I just remember Deja was like, because when we finally partnered up and held hands, she whispered in my ear. She was like, if they yell a room, go on to door 30. Go on to door 30. And I was like, okay, cool. We going into door 30. And I just never really know, had we would have kept playing the game, how they would have given us marbles.
Yeah, no, that's a big question. I think maybe once you got in the room, the people who were, because they were probably going to call two at one point. I'm sure there weren't enough doors for everyone, and once you got in the room, then they were going to just walk in and be like, "Congratulations, here's your prize," and then the prize would have been the marbles. So that's one way they could have done it. So possibilities. Just me, just my production brain turning on. But they do eventually come out and say, okay, the bus boycott is over. Here is your prize. And they hand you the marbles. What was your initial reaction?
I kid you not. You can ask Deja this. I go, oh my God, what if it's a treat? Because I'm like, they literally ripped us apart. There can't be anything more they could potentially do to us right now. Like, this has to be like some cookies or something. You know what I mean? Somebody else opens up the box and throws the marbles, and I instantly just start getting hot. Like, because I told myself I would not let that happen. If we play marbles again, I'm not going to partner up with one of my closest friends in the game. And that's exactly what happened.
They did a number on y'all, man. They still playing games with y'all, mental games, and I know you are fuming inside, but unfortunately, this time you cannot protest the marbles game, or you will
We
go
should
home.
have. We should have, damn it. Nobody's
Well,
playing. You got to eliminate all of us.
I mean, that is an option, but some people they were paired up with some people they weren't friends with, so that was a risk that I don't know anybody wants because
Mhm.
you guys can't see each other as well. So
Right.
that's the tough game you have to play, and so you have to go against your Ace Boon Coon, your day one Deja in the marbles game. So leading up to the game, what kind of conversations were y'all having with each other?
They split us up. We weren't able to communicate at all. They put us on opposite sides of the dorms. We couldn't talk. Uh, Nobody could talk to their pair. When we were in the white room waiting to play, they separated us. So we were only able to talk to the people that were on our side. And then the only time me and Deja were able to communicate was right before we play. You know how they talk to us? They're like, "So we know you guys have been best friends since day one. We really want to see that in marbles." Because, they make us like communicate with each other for about 15, 20 minutes before we play marbles, which is so frustrating that they did not show that. When I tell you, me and Deja were bawling our eyes out like babies and like just becoming like so like sharing personal information, things that I already known, but like now where she's posting it or like saying it on television, like she vocalized that she was a cop. And I just told her like the depression that I suffered through when I lost my weight, like my weight loss journey, like just all that stuff. We were like vibing out, and like they didn't show any of that. Like me and Deja looked like idiots competing against marbles, like hugging each other and telling each other we love each other. We look like idiots because they didn't show our like build up, our friendship the entire time. Like,
Yeah,
it's crazy
no,
to
that,
me.
that was wild. I figured,
She made it to top two. Show her
For
story
somebody,
some fucking where.
yes,
You
for
know?
someone who makes it that far, it would be nice to, they also don't want to spoil the show, but at the same time,
But they did. Pearl was shown since.
they did, yeah, they did show. I was about to just say they did show somebody there, and it's just I think, especially for somebody who made it top two, you want to kind of you're not going to spoil it, but at the same time, it'd be good to give more transparency on why she's getting so emotional. What close ties does she have? Because it shows kind of Deja as a cold-hearted killer throughout the show. That's kind of what they're trying to show her as is
She was.
merciless. Yeah, and
There's more
she
than meets the eye with Days, you know?
exactly. And so yeah, so they give you guys together. You get in there. You have this, the debrief, and it's time to get the game started. The game must go on. And so tell me how your guys' game went down because they didn't really show it.
So we decided that we wanted to play a skill-based game because this season has been about luck and chance most of the time. So we decided let's kind of take on what Ashley and Felicia did.
Mm-hmm.
And literally they had us in the same exact spot as Felicia and Ashley, by
Yeah,
the
they
way.
said the lighting worked good first time with y'all. Let's get the same lighting.
We threw it in like this little container or bowl or something. When I tell you we both were like not making any throws, we both were like ass at this game. But Deja made just one. And I had one more or two more balls, and I was like, if I don't make these, it's over. And you hear Deja saying, nope, don't think like that. You got this. Like, it was so sad because, like, here we are competing against each other, but we're still motivating each other. We want each other to be the best that we can be. But we always said, like, if it's not me, I'd rather it be you. And we just kept that mindset. And when I threw, and they show when I throw, like, it bounces off. Like, it almost goes in, but it bounces off. And I'm like, fuck. Because, like, I want to win so bad, but at the same time, like, I know Deja, she just lost her mom. She needs this. So it kind of put me in like a tough situation because I need it too, you know? It's like such a tough and weird situation to be in.
Yeah, no, definitely. And people at home think like, oh, why are you getting emotional with another person? Well, you spend every day with this person. You hang out with them more than you do your close friends because there's no phones, no internet, no distractions. And I always say the amount of physical time you're with them is a lot more than you're with most people. Like present, just because you're with somebody in a room, but you're on your phone half the time or you guys watching a show doesn't mean you're actually hanging out for real. So
Exactly.
it's a lot different. It's a lot different. And so you guys go through the game. Unfortunately, that is where your demise came, and that is where you are eliminated. And you get popped as she's walking away. She does not turn around. Dramatic fashion. Can you tell me the last moments that y'all had together before you got squibbed?
Yeah, we were actually just like, she told me she was proud of me, that she loved me, and I think they did showcase that part. And we hug it out. And this part was so funny. We thought they were going to show this because I was like, I have two cats. And I was like, I just want to go home and see my cats at this point. Like, just let me go home. Like, I was mentally drained. So I wasn't as sad had I would have, as I would have been. But like, I feel like I didn't start getting sad until I was home, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. So yeah, when you did get home, tell me what you were feeling.
Regret. I should have took more risks. I should have picked up the damn doll when I wanted to. But the time I wanted to pick up the doll, I would have ended up going against Deja anyway. Because it was the what was it? The immunity. That was what she got. And that's when I was gonna go pick up the doll. So I would have ended up going against her anyways, but I was like, I should have volunteered for chores and I should have went to the boiler room and I should have did this. And I just remember I think the very first night of sleeping in my bed, I woke up and my mind, I guess, couldn't process that I was at home. I was thinking, I'm looking at my cats at the bottom of my bed. I know I'm at home, but my mind was like, I wonder what today's game's gonna be. Like, it's such a weird thing to describe. Like, I don't even know if it makes sense, but like that's how it felt in that moment. And I was having nightmares for a few weeks, but eventually it kind of started to become a little normal.
No, I mean, you're in that mode the whole time, and then, like I said before, you don't have any technology around you, you don't have any distractions, and you're just used that's your normal routine now. You wake up, you eat this nasty food, you get ready for a game, you get some eliminations going, and that's what it is. And when you're thrust out of that so quickly, and your senses come back and revolving to like the sounds and the voices and the noises, it can be a lot. And then
Yeah,
also what was at stake too. Everything was at
exactly.
stake, and everyone processes that differently, but I know it's a tough transition generally speaking because you had
Hmm.
going in, you had this idea, you everybody thinks, has the idea of winning, but once you're getting down further and further, you can't imagine you not winning. Like only kind of I guess people say like, "Oh, I didn't think I'd make it this far." That's fine, but when it's actually happening and you're going through it, you are envisioning, okay, it's time. Like it's my
Exactly.
time, and when it's not and it doesn't happen, it's very very kind of hard to come to grasp with that because then you have to explain yourself to your family and then you're trying to talk with them and they're like, oh, like it is what it is, just move on, and like nah, it's not just it is what it is. And so
Yeah,
when you
like
can't talk to
no.
people about that, it's tricky as well.
Yeah, like and I feel like I would try to explain to my friends and family and like I feel like they would get annoyed about me talking about it so much, but it's like I s- this is trauma. Like this is trauma that I'm experiencing and like I just remember like people were getting frustrated with me constantly talking to like my Squid Game friends all the time, but it's like who else am I going to talk to? You don't want to fucking hear about it. I need to be able to vent about this experience. I need to get this off of my chest. You know what I mean? So I don't know. And that's where I met like me and Danny got really close cuz I met him in the game but like we got really really close like all of us after the game and just sharing our experiences and
Yeah, no, that's the best way to kind of get it through because these therapists like they're there to help. I'm sure. I never talked to a therapist after the fact. They did call me a couple times, but I'm like, look, y'all really can't tell me nothing because the thing they're gonna say is you did a good job. Like you should just be happy. I'm like, no, I don't want to hear all that. I don't want to
right.
hear all that. And so it is
I
good that you have the people to go through it with because it eases the wound and you can also they relate to it as well. So that's
exactly.
what I always say
Yeah.
about it. Well, you did excellent in the show, Deja. You should
Sound like one of them now.
hey, you did I ain't gonna be the therapist now, Asia. Now look, I'm just saying what's on my screen. No. But you for real, you did excellent in the show. Look, if you get depressed again, you can get some nice Squid Game Johnny Walker to help ease that pain as well. I'm sure it
Have my
works.
number, I don't think.
Oh, well, they got all the numbers out there, these are the numbers I found. I got bottles because I was going through a lot of pain and whatnot, so I need
Are
these
these
on
random
deck.
numbers?
Well,
Are
this
these friends?
this is my number, and
Okay.
this is my homie's number who I got to give him this bottle. I just haven't done it yet. So, but I was getting the bottles because I like Johnny Walker. And shout out Johnny Walker. If y'all want to send me some more, that'd be great. If you watching, anybody who knows them, send me some more.
Send him my number, y'all, please. If y'all see 134.
I feel like I have seen 134 actually, because I live in New York, but I don't know if they're still out there. But if I see 134, if y'all see 134, find it. You know where to send it. You know who to contact. And so I was gonna say you kind of answered this earlier, but what is the biggest lesson or thing that you have learned from being on Squid Game: The Challenge season 2, or takeaway?
People will play in your face. Just kidding. Um, I don't know, like I don't really know if I've actually like learned. I guess you can make some friends in a crazy traumatic experience. You can make lifelong best friends in a crazy traumatic experience. But I don't know. I guess in life, I feel like I need to. This is kind of weird because I told you I went into the game kind of trying to play low key, but I'm not really a low key person. I'm very like I'm the class clown. I'm the goofy, the outgoing person. I'm the person that everyone gravitates towards. But I didn't want to make myself a target and I didn't want to overdo it and potentially get eliminated because she's doing too much, like some people were. I feel like if I ever get the opportunity to be on another reality series, I'm going to just be my authentic self, whether that's me being loud and obnoxious, because that's naturally who I am, as opposed to masking that. It's gonna be me.
Yeah, no, I think kind of say the same thing. We kind of tone ourselves down for this specific show. I think Squid Game is a very different show than most, and so you have to kind of be if you're in it for the money, you gotta be quiet and be friendly. This isn't Jersey Shore. This isn't some show where you're just chilling and it's good to kind of stake your claim and be out there and put yourself in the front and actually be yourself. You kind of have to be opposite and be friendly and be fake nice and all these things, or else you're out of here. Just, like
Exactly.
anybody will find any single reason, and there is no getting back in the game. You are out and it is done. So it's not to your benefit to quote unquote be yourself or be out there because you're get some TV time, sure. You get a little TV time, but would you rather have TV time or a chance to win the money? Like it ain't really a comparison in that
Money for
unless
200.
you know you're not going to win. If you go in there knowing that you're not going to win and you're not really trying, then do what you need to do, Like do what you need to do to give on Love is Blind or get on Perfect Match or whatever you're trying to do. But for the people who want the money, we need the money. But with that being said, Asia, I'm so happy you were able to get on the podcast and speak about your story and what really went down. And I had a great time talking with you.
Same. I appreciate you for having me. I appreciate it a lot.
Of course. And for the people who want to keep up with you in your journey, where can they find you at?
You can follow me on IG. That's AJHIA, not ASIA. I have TikTok, same name. I have a YouTube channel. It's kind of vacant, but I'm working on building that back up. But yeah, social media is or Instagram and TikTok are like the main platforms that you can communicate with me. Also, I got a Cameo too, so you can reach out to me there as well.
Hey, find her on the Cameo, y'all. Y'all know Christmas is coming up. Be a great present to hear. Look,
I can sing too, y'all. I can sing
yeah.
you a song.
She got the whole 9, 10, 11, 12 down pat, y'all. Get in there. Well, thank you again, Asia, and to the people back at home, thank y'all for watching and tuning and listening in. Till next time, y'all, peace, blessings, deuces, and have a great rest
Bye.
of your day.